不行，一会儿你们先逛，然后我回去还你手。
He arrived in Vinland. Vinland is Newfoundland. It's in the eastern part of Canada. Now, the reason why we have a statue of him is because he's one of the first to settle Iceland. Who settled Iceland? Norwegians. So his nationality, Norwegian/Icelandic. What I mean by that is, at that time in history, there was no such thing as nationalities. There was no such thing as a Norwegian or an Icelandic. Those who settled here came from Norway. Different reasons for different people why on earth they decided to settle here. But he's one of the first to settle here, and that's why we like to say he's one of the first to be considered Icelandic. Do you understand? If you go to Norway, there's a statue of him in Norway as well, because he was born in Norway. But our statue is bigger.
We win.
Now, the Icelandic language is basically Old Norwegian, because again, those who settled here came from Norway. But as you probably saw driving around the island, it's a unique island in terms of crops, for example. Meaning you did not meet many people around 900 to fully settle the island. Because less than 2% of the island is actually farmland. So we estimate maybe 18,000 people settled here. That's it. And after they arrived, nobody else came. So the language basically stayed the same. There wasn't a lot of influence from other foreign languages. So technically we speak the old original Norwegian language. We just don't call it Norwegian, we call it Icelandic. But the Norwegian spoken in Norway evolved, mixed with Swedish, Danish and English. So they speak what we refer to as New Norwegian, while we speak the language closest to Old Norwegian. Similarities, 100%, definitely. A lot of similarities. Have you picked up any Icelandic?
I learned the word for chicken.
Chicken?
I forgot it.
You forgot it? Well, yeah, kjúklingur. Kjúklingur. Yeah, kjúklingur. Very good. Museum?
The museum has been renovated.
Huh?
So as a gift, I could go for free to the house collection. So that's a good
Nice. Thank you. Yeah. I will let people know.
There's an outdoor museum we went to.
Yes. The sculpture museum or the other one in Árbær, like
Yes,
It's far away.
yeah, where
That
the
one.
old houses are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this. Sorry, I want to show you one thing here. Sorry. Now, like all over, I think probably Bombay as well, but most places in North America and Europe, obviously the cities are expanding, right? A lot of development going on. This is a typical site all over. Do you see the red building?
Yeah.
You know, it's probably built 1830, 1840. Used to be a farm. And look at it now, surrounded by new modern apartments. Imagine the view they used to have before everything was built. It's definitely like new and old coming together. Now you can see it was built 1881, and that year Iceland was not independent. We were part of Denmark. And that's why on top of the roof you can see a crown and then beneath it the letter C surrounding the number 9. It stands for the Danish king 1881, Christian IX. Today Iceland is fully independent, and we've been independent since 1944. Now, our Independence Day is June the 17th, and the reason why, it's quite simple. It's his birthday, the statue. This is a guy called Jón Sigurðsson. He was a pioneer when it came to Iceland's independence. Now, he started the movement towards independence. He never lived to see Iceland become independent, but he planted the seed that one day we could be an independent nation. So when we became independent, 1944, during World War II, we could just choose an Independence Day because it didn't happen overnight. It was a slow process towards independence. And we decided to use the opportunity when the Nazis took over Denmark. Under Nazi rule, Denmark and Iceland had no, how can I say it, no connection. We didn't hear from them in nearly 2 years. Obviously, they were Nazi occupied. So we said, you know what? Let's declare independence. They can't do anything about it. They're Nazi occupied. And we had the backup of the United States of America. Because like I told you, during World War II, Iceland was occupied by the UK and later the US. So we asked the US to recognize our independence, and in exchange we could make some deals about the military base. So it was a win-win situation, and the United States is such a strong ally to have. So we became independent, so we could just choose an Independence Day, and we decided on his birthday.